Hello, this is the Paperclip Group, and we are presenting our research project over binge drinking. I will be presenting Sophia Chenga, and the rest of our group members are Everest Davis, Lindsay Hernandez, and Christopher Hutcherson. We are the Paperclips. So, what is binge drinking? Binge drinking is the consumption of an excessive amount of alcohol in a short period of time. A person's blood alcohol concentration will rise to at least 0.08 or above after binge drinking. So 0.08 means like around 8% of the blood concentrated in your body has alcohol in it. So, who binge drinks? It's mostly young adults from the age 18 to 34 are the most active people in binge drinking in our society. About 90% of the alcohol youth under the age of 21 drink during binge drinking. So that's, illegal drinking because the legal age to drink here in the United States is 21 years old. 42.2% of full-time college students ages 18 to 22 were binge drinkers in 2010, and then it also 35.6% of non-students in that age group were binge drinkers in 2010. We also have a lot of deaths because of binge drinking. At least 1,700 college students die each year from alcohol-related causes, and 1,300 of them were drinking and driving. And this is some statistics from 2012. So, what are some reasons for binge drinking in colleges? Well, most of the time, binge drinking is seen as like socially acceptable and like a factor in like college. Like, drinking is like something that a lot of people say are a part of college. For example, fraternities use drinking and they go sometimes too far for pledges and things like that. And then they're looking for people to meet, and they have this pressure to fit in. When you're new to college, you don't know that many people, so drinking seems kind of like an icebreaker. Celebrations, for example, at Texas A&M, they have a tradition of after you get your Aggie ring, you throw your ring into a pitcher of beer and you drink it all and catch it with your mouth. And that's like that's a one of the celebrations for example, some people use while binge drinking. And then they also use it to de-stress and handle anxiety. Like, so binge drinking kind of like unfocuses you and makes you feel a bit more loose, so it makes it easier to meet people. So, binge drinking has a lot of consequences in college. Well, in college, like I said before, more than 1,800 students die every year, 6,000 are injured, and nearly 100,000 are victims of sexual assault, all of them with alcohol as a huge factor. And here is our secondary source, a video that we have.
Drinking may be a fact of college life, but binge drinking is an escalating problem. It is a plague on college campuses, according to more than one researcher. And obviously, the consequences can be dangerous and even deadly. Action News reporter Chad Verdelli is live in University City tonight with the findings of his Action News investigation. Chad, what did you learn?
We learned that there is a lot of drinking on college campuses. We took our cameras into college parties. We investigated the federally mandated liquor law violations reporting of more than a half dozen area colleges. What we found is a real eye-opener. Villanova homecoming. A student performs a keg stand, a drinking stunt popular on college campuses. At Drexel University, students turn drinking into a sport, playing a game called beer pong. The goal, get drunk. And there are even websites where students post photos illustrating their binge drinking and its effects. We found photos from the University of Pennsylvania, Penn State, and other local schools. In some pictures, girls are so drunk they're passing out and urinating outside, like here at the University of Delaware. But these scenes play out all across the country on college campuses, and that worries John and Teresa Austin.
The doctor walked in, and all he said was, "We did everything we could, I'm sorry." And that was it. I mean, we were like dumbfounded.
2 years ago, the Austin's daughter, Kimberly, overdosed on alcohol during her freshman year at Newman College. She died after choking on her vomit.
The alcohol, they said 20 about 20 shots in a 3 to 4 hour period. And then we found out later that she was doing double shots.
According to the National Institute of Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, 1,400 college students die from alcohol-related causes each year. 500,000 are injured, and 70,000 cases of rape and sexual assault involving alcohol are reported. One researcher called binge drinking a plague on college campuses, and area schools are struggling with the problem. From mid-August to mid-September of this year, 14 St. Joseph's University students had to be rushed to hospitals for alcohol poisoning. Dr. Joan Bradley, an alcohol counselor at St. Joseph's University, attributes the high number of emergency room visits to the school's increased alcohol awareness and education among dorm staff, preaching they err on the side of caution.
If someone appears intoxicated and you think they might be at risk, let's get them help. Call security. Get them to the hospital.
By law, colleges and universities are required to publish campus crime statistics, including liquor law violations. But Action News found some problems at Drexel University. School officials reported just a